Hi, I'm U.S. Weather Analysis Andrew Fleck, just around your 8 o'clock p.m. on your Friday evening. It's glad to be Friday, and with that coming in, we're having a pretty interesting system moving over the central to eastern United States, and it's bringing a lot. We saw this system a little bit ago, a few days ago in the central Midwest. It was throwing down some snow in the Colorado mountains, some severe weather, heavy rains on the southern side, and a pretty nice day for the east, all in all. But coming into this weekend, we're going to be seeing a lot of wet weather into the east, and there's going to be a bit of a problem. And at times, there could be a flooding problem as well. But of course, with this system, just like we talked about when it was in the Midwest, is the system seems to have a very cold air pocket, and that's actually occurring over parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin right now. So of course some areas in there might be seeing a little bit of snow falling actually over this the northern scope of this band here. Okay, is where probably some precip is falling over the northern parts of the states. So keep an eye on that. I don't think it's going to be a real issue. It doesn't look anywhere widespread to where it could be. But the real and the main impact is going to be the rain, heavy at times, and the severe thunderstorms. Down here across Ohio into Kentucky, you can see there's a little bit of some severe thunderstorm lines forming down there, and that's pretty interesting with it actually being 8 o'clock at night, given the low instability with this time of the year, and still seeing some lines forming like that, especially some actually embedded around Pennsylvania here. That's again pretty interesting as well in itself. That tells me, tell you what, if conditions have some heating on and maybe have some sun out in the daytime, and you have a system like this, you could see a little more than just some heavy cells moving through. You might see actually that some of those heavy cells turn into severe, and we are anticipating actually a day tomorrow, Saturday, for some thunderstorms. I'm not exactly sure 100% on how this is all going to come together, but all I know is, and what I've seen and witnessed over a pattern like this, is when you have a low pressure in here, and it's a tight one, and it's a really strong one, you're going to be bringing up so much moisture to that east side of that, because a warm front actually extends out, okay, like this over the storm, okay, and a cold front behind that. And with that, you're going to be getting a lot of heavy rains, okay, over this area and here. On that southern end, you're probably going to get some thunderstorms all through the eastern parts into Virginia, the Carolinas, even up in Pennsylvania. Please do not rule out some thunderstorms. I don't think they're going to be real severe, but I'll tell you what, if you do get the daytime heating, really no cloud cover, you could be in game for some, because the moisture that I've looked at from SCUTs and the soundings have indicated some very, very decent moisture over this area here, and leaving that, okay, coming into Saturday, if things are kind of come together enough, clear out enough, and with some of that moisture staying back behind, you might be able to see some thunderstorms. So that's one thing that's going to be needed to watch, because that could be something that comes up and picks up an October surprise for some of you guys in the east. But now, I mean, what are we seeing now? Just some heavy rain moving through, just pockets. You still have some dry air in some other areas, such in a few areas in central PA here, a few areas back in southwestern PA. So it doesn't appear to be a very largely embedded, okay, prolonged rain. There are some breaks, which is good for any flooding threat. But like I said, this is only kind of the beginning. This is pretty much round one for your east, and round two is going to be Saturday, and that's where we expect a really decent amount of thunderstorms, heavy rain to really bolt into Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, all the way up over the northeastern seaboard. Could be seeing some pretty decent flooding rains. So you're going to need to worry about that, and I do believe that as the system, okay, continues to move northeast, so are some of these bands here, and as they continue to move through the day on Saturday and they get closer to that air mass off the ocean, a lot of that's going to kind of connect in, and that's going to form a pretty impressive amount of precip, okay, over this area in here. So you're going to need to watch it for tomorrow. Tonight you should be okay in some areas, some heavier rain in spots. But by tomorrow afternoon, keep an eye on it. Rain could be heavy at times, and if stuff does clear out, some instability could rise given how much moisture it seems to be in the atmosphere in levels, and that could actually call for some thunderstorms as well. So although it's October, thunderstorms don't roll too far from the basket. So that is about it. It's 8 o'clock p.m. and I am U.S. Weather Analyst Andrew Fleck, just giving you an update, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.